Hello, this is Maureen Legas with today's Technology Tidbit in the 21 Days 2014 series. Today we're going to talk about the KWLS and branding your photos and why that's important. So the KWLS is the Keller Williams Listing System, and what that is a piece of software between the MLS and third-party websites out on the internet, and that gives us the opportunity to brand our listings so that way they are tied to us. Our information is on those listings, our photographs, contact information, before they are sent out to the third-party websites. So we're going to come into My KW and roll over here under Technology, and we're going to come down and click on KWLS, and it's going to open up a new window, which is the Keller Williams Listing System. Here we're going to see a panel on the right hand side. If you have a single point of entry, if you have some kind of software that pulls the listing from the MLS into the KWLS, this will be marked here. List Hub is the system that's used in my market center, and then we have that set up, and List Hub will get the listings here into the KWLS and get them out there to those third-party sites. Over on this side, we can see our listings. I have 24 currently accepted. I'm going to click on that, accepted. And that'll take me into all of my listings. Some are sold, some are active, some might be expired. Expired doesn't necessarily mean expired in the MLS. It's expired in the KWLS. KWLS has their own dates, and the dates will update automatically as long as those listings are active. If the listings go pending, then KWLS will expire that, and then once sold, it'll change to sold. Okay, so let's take a look at a listing that I have already branded. So we'll take a look at this listing, and we'll come through, and here we're on the listing details, and we'll see some of the branding. I've added some additional information that the system did not pull over from the MLS. Not all of the fields come over, and you can add more. You can add your interior features, exterior features, and more. The one thing up here that I did was I changed the expiration date to the actual expiration date for this listing. The current price field I don't do anything with, because once you change the current price field, KWLS thinks that you will want to be responsible for always changing current price. So leave that field alone. Don't change that field. Just let it be blank. Down here in the description, I put official listing agent Maureen Legas, and at the bottom, for additional information or to schedule a showing, contact the Florida Gulf Coast group, and then I put the group phone number, and then that locks into that description before it gets sent out to the third-party sites. If you have to make any changes down here, you would click Edit. It would open up the editor, and that's where you can change the date. Again, leave current price alone. Make any changes to the field, and then come down here and put your official listing information here, and then your contact information, and then click to save it. Okay, some other fields that we're able to change. Let me go back here. Let me click to save, so it'll get us back out. The images, you can add open houses here, and they'll be sent out to all of the third-party sites. Your virtual tour links, listing links, documents, marketing tools. That doesn't necessarily help your SEO to do listing links and documents, but put the virtual tours in there. Any open houses, make sure that you announce them here. And then images, this is where we brand. Oh, let me back up. No, I'll do one. I'll do one live. So let me just show you this. Here is where you can upload additional images. The MLS in our area allows 25 pictures. KWLS will go up to 35, maybe 30 pictures. And then here I have one photo that I've branded. I've put my picture on it, put my contact information on it. It's on top of the photo, and I have that photo as the very first photo, so it'll show up on those internet sites. Okay, so what do those internet sites look like once this is branded? So let's say I come over here to Zillow, and I search for one of the properties that I've branded, and it's going to bring up properties in this area. I'm going to narrow it down here so that I can show you maximum. I can get to the property quicker. The home type is a house. So let's say I'm a buyer and I'm looking for homes in this area, 4+ bedrooms. It's going to show all these homes. And so these homes pop up over here, and the buyer can click on it and search. And then when you come down, you might see that my branded photo is here. So if we click on that house for sale, it's going to show maybe some other agents on this side and my information here. Now, if another agent information shows up over here and I don't have this property branded, a client might think that that agent goes with this property. This branding helps show that the agent that is the listing agent for this property, this is what they look like and this is their contact information. And if they scroll all the way down, they'll be able to see that there's a contact the listing agent information here, Maureen Legas contact. So that shows up here on my listing. So in order to make sure that the client sees it, that they don't have to scroll all the way down, we want to brand our photo so it shows up on top here. And that's the same thing with Trulia. If I come down and find my branded listing, there it is, and I click on it, then this says you want to, sometimes now it says Maureen, sometimes it does not. It'll just say, do you want information? And maybe other agents who pay for leads might show up. This makes it very clear who the listing agent is. All right, so let's talk about how to do this. All right, so once you put your listing in the MLS, it takes about 24 hours for KWLS to get that listing. So in about 24 hours after it's listed, or you can try this prior to listing, you can come in and manually enter your information in the KWLS before you list it. But if you wait till after, you'll come in here and you'll click accepted, and you'll go find your new property listing and pull that listing up. And then you can see this one is not yet branded. It's just a straight listing from the MLS. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on the edit button and we're going to edit this listing. All right, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to check to see what the expiration date is. I'm going to extend it out through the actual expiration date, whatever that might be. I'm going to leave current price alone, and I'm going to come and see if there's any other information that did not get brought over. Okay, Manatee. Oh no, this is Sarasota School District. Okay, now this is short sale, and in our MLS we're required the first 2 words in the listing description to be short sale if it's a short sale. In KWLS and the third-party sites, you have no rules. So I'm not gonna leave short sale first. I want to make sure the official listing agent is there. I'm gonna set my caps and I'm gonna say official listing agent, or you can say official listing team, you know, whatever you want to put there. I put a dash and I put my name, Maureen Legas, so that way it's very clear who the listing agent is. And at the bottom here, I'm going to put for additional information, please contact the Florida Gulf Coast Group at 941-301-8306. Okay. Then I'm going to click here to lock the description. Locking the description tells KWLS not to pull the description from the MLS any longer, that you want this to be the description in any site that the KWLS information will go to, any third-party site that it's fed to. I'm going to come up here, and it's this particular house is a Florida ranch. And that's when it was built. I'm going to come down. It has 1 dining room. It has 1 living room. No fireplaces. It's 1 story. It has a 2-car garage. And then I could put information about the dining room. Electric heat is electric. Central Electric. And then I can copy and paste from the MLS the interior features, the exterior features, utilities, HOA dues, just fill all that in that wasn't filled in for you, and then click Save. And once that's done, you want to come over to Images, and then here are your images. Now in the MLS, you are required to put the front of the house. In the KWLS, you are not required to put the front of the house. You could put whatever shot you think will attract the most people to the house. So we go through and we look at the pictures, and then we think, is it the pool? Is that the one? So I'm going to click on the pool, and it's going to open up the image of the pool. And the pool kind of looks a little bit messy, so I might not use the pool. Let's close that. Let's look and see. So you go through there and you pick a picture. So let's stick with the front main picture. Then the next thing you do is you open up a Word document. Now, if you already have a picture editor like PicMonkey or one of these things that you use, you can edit the picture there. If you don't have any editing tools for pictures, you can just use a Word document. So let me show you how that's done. So you want to open the Word document, and you can actually use this as a template. You can create your overlay, your image once, and use it every time you brand a house. Let me show you how to do the overlay. So you can come up here to your Word doc and click Insert, and you want to insert a shape. And then you click what that shape is. I'm going to take a rectangle, and I'm going to insert a shape here in the Word doc. And then I'm going to click on Shape Fill, and I'm going to do something that's a little bit blander than like a bright color, so it could be used for anything. So I might pick a little bit dark gray. I'm going to change the outline to no outline, and then I'm going to go back to the Shape Fill, and down here there's something called Gradient. And at the bottom of gradients, there's more gradients. I'm going to click that, and then right here I'm going to slide the transparency so you kind of see through a little bit, maybe up to about 40%. Okay, then I'm going to close it. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click back on Insert, and I'm going to put a text box in here. And I'm going to draw the text box right here in the middle, and I'm going to put the information that I want to show up on the listing picture. So I'm going to put maybe official listing agent Maureen Legis, Florida Gulf Coast Group, Keller Williams Realty, and then maybe I'm going to put my phone number, 941. The group phone number is 8306, 941-301-8306, and then our website, www.floridagulfcoastgroup.com. Now it's spacing a way that I don't like. I don't like the double spacing, so I'm going to take this, go back to my home page, and I'm going to say I don't want any spacing between the letters. And then I'm going to go change the size of the print so it fills up the box but doesn't overflow the box. I'm going to put it in the middle, and then I'm going to make it bold and maybe make the characters in a different color. Maybe I'm going to make the characters dark blue. That's prettier. Now I don't like this white box in here, so I'm going to back up to Format. Now that I have the box highlighted, the outline is highlighted, go back to Format. What's the fill? I'm going to change the fill on the text box to no fill and change the outline on the text box to no outline. And now I have a box with the words in there that I want. I might make that into a link so it stands out, and you might want to take your phone number and make it a little bit bigger. Go back to home, it's 24. You might want to make your phone number a little bit bigger than the rest so it stands out. So the next thing I might want to do is put pictures. Now if you have team pictures or individual pictures, it doesn't matter. You can put pictures on either side. You can put a QR code, put whatever you like on there that would give them contact information. So I'm going to insert a photograph. I'm going to click Insert a Picture, and I'm going to go find the photograph and bring that into this document. So the photo is quite large. I'm going to grab the end and I'm going to reduce it. I'm going to bring it real small. And then I'm going to change the wrap on the photo to in front of the text. So I can pull it in front of this. And then I might say, well, I want to make it a little bit muted here. I want it so the edges are a little muted. So you can roll over some of these options under Format Tools for the picture and see what you want that to look like. You can have this, so let's leave that on there. So it gives a little bit of a different image. You can also, when you click on it, you can also have it be something like this. So it kind of is not as sharp on the picture. So let's leave that. And then let's say that you might want to put a barcode, you put something out over here. So once you have this done, this template is good. You can save this template on your desktop somewhere where you can find it so that you can use it in the future over and over again for all of your branding. So the next thing I do, I want to go back and get the picture from the KWLS that I want to use. So let's say this is the picture. I'm going to use the snipping tool on the my computer. Now, if you have a laptop, you can use a snipping tool. Most of the Microsoft laptops have this. You're going to click on the Start menu. You're going to go to All Programs, and then you're going to find Accessories. And then under Accessories, you'll find the snipping tool. And you could right click and you can pin it to your desktop. You can pin it to your menu, whatever you like. So I have that pinned to my desktop. Let me show you how that is. Okay, the recording won't let me pull in the bottom here, but I'm going to click on the snipping tool. And what it's going to do, it's going to gray out the picture. And it's going to have this little toolbar here. I'm going to put my mouse in the corner, and I'm going to hold the mouse down and drag it to the other corner. I'm going to drag in whatever it is that I want to snip. So let's say I only wanted to, let me click New. Let's say I only wanted a palm tree. You can snip the palm tree, and that's it. So use the snipping tool, File. You can save as or get a new snip. I'm going to get a new snip. I'm going to take the whole picture, and then I'm going to click, if you want to save this, you click File and Save. I'm going to right click here and copy that. Then I'm going to go back to my template and I'm going to paste the picture into my template, and it's behind there. And now I'm going to increase the size of the picture, and this lays on top of it. And you can move this around. Let me format this. Hold 1 second. So you can move this around. I'm going to format it so that you can raise it the size, and I'm going to put it behind the text. And then you can change the size of this here. You can drag it over and change the size so it shows up where you want it. And if you say, well, with this particular picture, there's a lot of dark parts of the image, so I might change this to a brighter color for this particular one. So you roll over and see what color stands out the most. And you might think, well, yellow kind of stands out on this particular one. So you can change that. You can change the picture, whatever you like. But now you have this as one image. Then you get your snipping tool again. You get another new image. And now you snip this entire picture. So now it's one piece. Okay, so then we're going to save as. And we're going to name it all your keywords. Maureen Legis, Keller Williams, Florida, Gulf Coast Group. This house is in Sarasota. And it is a short sale. Whatever your keywords you want that the search engines define, you save that photo. The other thing you could do if you wanted to is before you save it, Now that you have this, this is still multiple pieces, but your snipping tool has the one piece. You can copy that from your snipping tool and go back to your Word document, and you can add a border around this picture if you like. So you would click to format and then add a border, and you can even change the color of your border, whatever you would like here. It's going to change the color. And then what you could do then is snip this whole, click new, and snip this whole thing and save it. And this could be what you upload into, say I want to save it as this. It's the second one. So now that's my picture. All right, so now we're going to go back and we're going to put it in the KWLS. So right here, we're going to click the checkbox to prevent your photos from being overwritten by List Hub. I'm going to click that, and it's going to then bring up the system that allows me to upload new photos. Now we have the 25 pictures that the MLS, oh well, it's 21 on this one, that the MLS allows. We can put as many more as we want, up to 30. So I'm going to click Browse, and I'm going to go find that picture. So I'm going to go to Desktop, and in the desktop I'm going to go to my picture file, oh no, that's not the name of the file. I have to go to my picture file here, and then I'm going to find the second one. With the second one had the border. Click OK, and then upload it. And that's going to add it to the bottom of the photos. So I'm going to go down here to the bottom. It's number 22. I'm going to make it number 1. I'm going to go back up to number 1 and make that one number 22. And I'm going to save the changes. And that'll move my branded picture to the top of the picture, so it will show up properly on those other websites. So again, this is what it looks like on the Trillia and Zillow websites. It's all branded, and that's what the image would look like once it's loaded. Now it's going to take a day for it to get from the KWLS out to these websites, and then some of the sites might take a couple of days to get out there, but then the branding is there on your picture. All right, I hope you have good luck with this. Just stop the video as needed, do the work, and then come back to it and watch a little more. And then once you do it a couple of times, it'll become easy. Thank you.